I'm Gabby.
And this is The Guide. You can consider us the ultimate BS detectors. In today's Hookups Without Heart society, we are your brutally honest guides that tell you the most common lies boys tell and the truths behind them.
Lies boys tell can lead to girls getting in trouble, especially when they cast their doubts aside and make decisions in the heat of the moment. We set the record straight with a cheat sheet of what boys lie about, why they lie, and how you can react.
By learning how to react before embarrassing situations arise, you will be more confident and more likely to enjoy healthy relationships.
Lie number 1. Sex is only penis, vagina, and nothing else really counts. We are going to define sex, virginity, and what you're really doing when you hook up.
First off, we're going to tell you some other ways he might say it. We're not having sex, we're just fooling around.
Blowjobs aren't really sex.
We can do anal and you'll still be a virgin.
Just putting the tip in doesn't mean we really had sex.
If you don't tell anyone you've had sex, then it doesn't count. Sex may be a small word, but it's a ginormous idea. You need a crowbar to cram any more meaning into 3 little letters. Since the term sex was coined, it's most commonly referred to as penis and vagina intercourse between a man and a woman.
Now we're going to talk about the sex scale. We're going to break down need-to-know information from lowest risk to biggest danger.
Now we're going to talk about kissing. You need to know that this involves any technique that involves putting your lips, tongue, teeth, anything on your mouth together.
The risk factor for STIs is very low and non-existent for pregnancy.
You can stay safe by not kissing a guy with any open sores, and if they have blood in their saliva, that's a no-go. You definitely want to think about herpes when you are kissing.
Over the clothes, touching and rubbing. You need to know that you have to stay completely covered in clothes during the entire time for these rules to apply.
The risk factor for STIs in pregnancy is non-existent as long as you stay fully covered. That means no skin-to-skin contact.
Like this.
Like that. Dry sex, aka dry humping. Now this means pretty much sex, but with clothes on, no intercourse, like penis does not enter vagina. The dry part can be a little bit misleading since you can get very, very wet and the guy may ejaculate, which, you know, not so dry.
The risk factor is non-existent as long as you guys stay fully clothed.
That means
Clothes.
undies, shorts, shirt, bra, whatever.
Fully clothed, like.
You covered. You covered.
Not like us.
Yo, Chi-Chi ain't hanging out, and neither is his pee-pee. That's just...
No Chi-Chi, no pee-pee.
Oh. This one's my favorite one, just so you know. Okay. The next one is mutual masturbation. Now this means your guy plays with himself while you play with yourself. Remember, this means no touching each other, and if you get the urge to touch each other, make sure he puts a condom on first and you wash your hands thoroughly before going on.
Genital touching is when your partner is pleasing you or you're pleasing your partner.
With your hands. No. Licky licky. Fun fact, this is also called digital sex, although there is no need for a computer. Don't know why, just is.
The risk factor for pregnancy is non-existent, but STIs are a different story. Make sure you use latex gloves or condoms on any fingers that are touching your partner's private parts.
Oral sex. Need to know facts. When it's done on girls, it is called cunnilingus. The second thing is it can be done with your partner at the same time, and this is called 69. And it is also considered reasonable that if a guy goes down on you, you repay him. Return the favor.
Risk factors for pregnancy are non-existent, but STIs are a real concern, especially oral HPV infection.
Human papillomavirus.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
It is the leading cause of throat cancer. One way you can stay safe, use condoms every time, and they also have something called dental dams, which are normally used in like dentistry or whatever it's called, and just kind of like a sheet.
It's like a stretchy
thing. It's like saran wrap, but not saran wrap, because that does not work.
Anilingus, also known as rimming, is when you stimulate your partner's rectum using your mouth or tongue.
The risk factor is moderately high for STIs, non-existent for pregnancy. You can stay safe the same way we were talking about earlier, dental dams and condoms, and make sure that the Remy scrubs up good, cleans himself, or herself nicely after. I'm talking the whole 9 yards. Baby wipes, soap, water. You scrub your butthole, pretty much. Scrub your butthole.
Vaginal intercourse, the granddaddy of them all. It involves thrusting a penis inside a girl's vagina.
You can stay safe by using condoms. They also have birth control, and they have something called a diaphragm.
Anal intercourse, also known as anal sex, can be really painful the first time you do it, but through lots of lubrication and time, it can actually be really pleasurable.
Risk factors for STIs, again, are very high. A bright side of this is you can't get pregnant, technically, as long as he stays far away from your V-zone. Now, you may be asking, when's the right time to have sex? If you feel like this is what you want, and nobody else is pressuring you into it, it's your own choice, and you decide, yes, I want to have sex, that's the right time to do it. So that was our video. We have good news for you. At least every Saturday we will be putting up a video, no matter what. You may get a couple more in a week because it's summertime. We have time on our hands. A whole 3 months.
In our hands.
In our hands. Picture 3 months. Stack them high. Also, we want you to know that this is not just a channel about sex. We are also doing health videos. We are going to have some exercise tips, just some tips to help you understand that you're not obese. You are not obese. You are not fat. You are not chubby. Just because you're not as small as the other girls, it's fine. So we're going to help you get okay with your body, and we're going to help give you some tips if you want to change your body that bad. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. What the fuck? Let's just ramble on forever.